Hi everyone and welcome to the Fellowship Style Stage. My name's Jacqui Macintosh and I'm going to be your host for today. On stage with me I have the wonderful Nikki Clifford, who's going to talk us through who she is and what she does. So over to you, Nikki. Talk to me.
Thank you.
Nikki Clifford, who are you, girl? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Nikki Clifford. I'm a craft expert for Wella professionals. I educate up and down the UK and Ireland. I also am a salon owner, successful salon owner of NJ UK Hair and Beauty, which is based in the Midlands in the UK. I specialise generally in creative colour and pastel colours, which I love. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit of that today. So I'm going to get cracking with the prep, and hopefully we're going to show you a video now of all the prep work that went involved in Lacey's hair and getting it to where we are today.
Hi everyone, here's my lovely model Lacey. First of all, I started by pre-lightening her regrowth using Blonde Plex and 6%, being super careful not to overlap any existing bleach. Taking two sections, one triangle at the front and one diamond through the middle. These are going to be where I apply my rainbow colours. To do this, I have used Colour Create and I have paired that with Shinefinity. I apply Shinefinity globally to the entire head, apart from the two sections being the triangle at the front and the diamond in the middle. I then start to horizontally take sections using Colour Create to do 1/2 inch sections, alternating the colours using 1/2 centimetre section each. I then make sure these are really merged well together so that the colours blend really beautifully when it's rinsed off. Once I've finished doing that, I move on to my diamond section, and then I work quite organically from one colour to another, blending them in, and continue that right the way through the diamond. This will give me a super soft, playful pastel palette. This is almost going to look quite holographic when it's finished, and it's going to blend beautifully through the rest of the hair. I then rinse the hair using cool water. This will allow the colours not to merge together. I then proceeded to cut an A-line blunt bob into Lacey's hair. Blow drying using Cocktail Me, in Eye Me and Shape Me. This is going to give me extra heat protection, shine and hold. Blow drying through the hair. I'm very happy with the colour. I hope you like it.
Okay, so looking at your video, Nikki, I can see that you've taken that hair quite light. Do you just want to talk us through that process, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So Lacey's one of my clients. She's actually been coming to me for about 11 years now. So she's got lovely pre-lightened hair. So we just lightened the regrowth a couple of days ago, and went in there with Wella Professionals Shinefinity globally. As you can see on the VT, we used the beautiful new Shinefinity, which I love using that a lot for my background of my creative palette, and then went in with Colour Create. So as you can see, to create the holographic rainbows, I used Colour Create there, as you can see in the video, merging the colours together to create this beautiful sort of playful pastel look. Like, this is something that we're seeing a lot in the runway right now. It's more really soft pastels, iridescent colours, almost like they're walking past and it's like, have they got colour in their hair, have they not?
Yeah.
Like, it's really holographic and iridescent, and it's really beautiful.
It's quite interesting with pastels, because I think for a little while, I think people felt that pastels had run their time. But like you say, there's just been a way in which people have now really reinvented pastel colouring, and it's, you know, a lot softer, but
Yeah,
at the same
absolutely.
time a lot more effective. So it's lovely, really. So, Nikki, salon owner,
Yep.
educator.
Yep.
How the hell do you fit it all in, love?
With great difficulty. It's I absolutely love it. Like, I work a lot. I work in the salon 3 days a week, and then generally I work 1 to 2 days a week for Wella Professionals freelance, up and down and everywhere, and I absolutely love it.
So I know it's a given that clearly colour is your passion.
Yeah.
But styling also, or?
Yeah, I'm an all-rounder, so I do cut, I colour, and I style as well. I have cut Lacey's hair into a sort of a really lovely blunt A-line bob yesterday, and I actually love cutting as much as I do colour.
In the sense of colour and cutting, when you were planning this whole colour technique, was the cut any influence towards that?
Absolutely. I always believe that we colour the cut, so we base the colour around the haircut. to me, that is the most important thing.
And what was it that made you want to choose pastels for Lacey's hair?
Well, I'm getting asked for it a lot lately in the salon. So before, it was kind of like clients would never really ask for this. I feel like clients that are coming in the salon now are a lot more carefree, and they're having more playful colours and tones.
Do you find that when you're at the sections doing this and clients are sitting across, they're a bit
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Like,
what are you
"Ooh,
doing there?
what is this?" And we were laughing in the salon the other week. We had 3 people having holographic rainbow hair, which is very unusual. But that's the way things are going, I think, because we put a lot of colour out there that is creative and that is a bit like, oh, that looks cool. How's that been done? But it still looks expensive. It still looks tasteful.
Okay, so we've talked about the colour. We've talked about the cut. Before I come to the styling, can you just take me through the steps you went through to achieve the colour that you've got?
Absolutely.
So I appreciate that we saw in the VT that you lifted
Yeah.
the natural bases.
Yeah.
But how did you blend your pastels?
So I've done 2 different techniques here. So I did a colour blocking technique initially, and you'll see the sectioning pattern on the VT using a triangular section at the front and a diamond section through the middle. Now the front section, that's done horizontally with the rainbow colours, blending them together. And the diamond section has been done vertically. But with the vertical colours, I've worked quite organically, working one tone into another so that it's not like, like the pink doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So it's a bit like, oh, how's that done when a hair moves?
Okay. And is there a specific reason as to why you've gone with horizontal and vertical sections in your colouring? What emphasis does it give?
Round the front of the hair, it gives it like a face framing effect to give that horizontal, but then it kind of draws you in and it looks a bit 3-dimensional. So you kind of look, oh, there's something else, throughout the middle of the hair.
And just a given question, when you are talking to clients, do you speak to them in that term in terms of why you're placing the colour, where you're placing it and what it's going to be given to them? Do you think that's important?
It is important, and I think they love all that. They love thinking, oh, I've got 3-dimensional colour. It's like they love a little bit of the jargon, not too much.
Yeah. And do you find that when they're coming in to ask you about colour, they're a lot more technical attuned than they used to be years before?
Yeah, and especially now, they're talking a lot about, for example, Wella Professionals have just recently launched Shinefinity, which we're loving, and I have my clients coming in now and asking me, can I have Shinefinity on my hair? Well, way back when, that would have never been a thing.
Case, yeah. So for those people that don't know Wella products, what is Shinefinity and what impact does it have?
Oh, Shinefinity is a zero lift glaze. So it doesn't lift the hair in any way. It's almost like a conditioning colour. It's a demi, and it gives superior shine and condition to the hair. I've noticed that it makes the hair look super shiny.
So does it sit on the level as a colour mask or a semi, or where does it sit?
It's a demi, yeah. It's a demi permanent, so it sits, in line with sort of colour.
So it's something that they can take home to maintain the colour?
No.
Oh,
this is this is an in-salon service.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. So for somebody like Lacey, how would you maintain that at home?
Luckily, Lacey comes to me quite regular. But yeah, we do colour fresh masks, and they're really popular in the salon. The lilac frost one is perfect for sort of Lacey's global colour.
Okay. Right, so we've spoken about your colour. We know why you've chosen the shades that you've chosen. Now tell me about your styling. Why are we styling the way that we're styling? What are we looking to achieve?
So, to perfect this colour and it look amazing straight is fantastic. It looks incredible. But the horizontal colour isn't really been made to be worn straight. So I'm just giving it a little bit of difference and adding in sort of a modern glossy wave with the end straighter. It's a kind of a look that a lot of clients are wanting to go for now. On this sort of length hair, it's really, really popular. And I'm just using the GHD Creative Curl Wand, which I absolutely love.
So it's really colouring by design, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the techniques that you've actually used are what's actually going to help emphasise the style that you finish creating. Because like you've just said, you can't wear your horizontal technique straight. It should be styled so that you get more of a pop of the colour. So
absolutely. But even horizontally, it still looks beautiful. Lacey could still wear this straight and it looked good, which means the colour's been mastered really well.
But it just really amplifies, I think, to our young hairdressers coming up, and even to the clients really, that the skill set that's needed when we are doing colour, it has grown so much and to such a degree that a colourist really is taken a hell of a lot more seriously than they were 20 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember 20 years ago, you used to hear the terminology applicator, which used to really jar me, but you can't say that now because you do a hell of a lot more than just applying colour.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in terms of your salon, is everybody in the salon a colour and cutter, or do you have colour specialists, or?
Yeah, we have a bit of a mix really. There's a few like me that are all-rounders, but generally we'll have people who specialise in colour and cut. But it's a nice mix because we work together as well. But I like to do all of my clients.
Okay, nice. So, given the lightening of her hair, I'm going to come back to prep. What kind of styling products, or how have you prepared the hair for styling? If you could just take us through that.
I blow-dried Lacey's hair, and we used Shape Me and Eye Me, and we also used Cocktail Me, the oil. And what this is going to do is the Shape Me, when I blow-dry it, when I heat that up, it's going to last in the style for up to 48 hours. So it's like a bit of grit and a bit of hold for whilst I'm tonguing it today, as opposed to sort of a mousse, if you like. And then Mystify Me, the hairspray by Eye Me, is absolutely fantastic. I use that quite a lot when I'm styling.
Fantastic. Right, I'm going to jump in with some questions from the audience.
Uh-huh.
So firstly, tell me about your journey. You say you've got a salon, but how long have you had your salon for?
Okay, so I've had my salon now for 13 years, believe it or not. And we now have 17 staff. It started off as a family business with just me and my mum. And now both my sisters work there, and it's really nice. It's like a family.
So do you not find it hard working as a family
No,
business?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't phone in sick then?
No. No.
Amazing. And my next question is, in terms of clients having pastel colours, what would be the commitment to a client with this kind of look?
Yeah, I mean, it's an expense. It's a high maintenance colour, isn't it? Pastel colour. But if you can sort of, a lot of my clients have sort of root shadows now as such, and then they take home a Colour Fresh mask. They might take home the Rose Blaze if they want it a bit pink. They might take home the Lilac Frost, and that'll just top it up and keep it looking beautiful sort of the whole way through. But we do sort of like an in-between service where they can come in and just get the toner on it. They don't have to have the full service, because we've got to be mindful that obviously money's tight at the minute with clients, and obviously things are going up. We don't do the full service every time. There is the option to come in and have it topped up so that they're looking good the whole way through.
Fantastic. And in terms of somebody that is not necessarily a colour salon, yes, they colour, but it's very basic. What advice would you give them if they really wanted to amplify their colour services? How would you advise them to start that?
I feel like education is key. There's so much out there now, especially with Wella professionals. Like I do quite a few courses and bits and bobs for Wella professionals, and I think, when I go into salons, it really benefits. Like you can really tailor make your education to your salon and your team to drive it forward. But there's a lot more education out there now than there ever has been, I think. So education for me is sort of to amplify your business.
And as a salon, that colour is a big part of your business. Do you see that as something that's very good for your profit margins? Would you imagine, how would it have affected your business if you weren't a colour salon?
Yeah, I think it's hard to imagine our business without it, because I think our colour margin is about 82%, which is very high. Yeah. So 82% of our clients have colour. So yeah, I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
And the last one, how hard is it for you to convert clients to colour?
I don't think it's very difficult. What tips would I get to convert them? I think a lot of clients walk into the salon door now and they want colour, and if they don't want colour, it's either because they want to maintain their natural colour or they can't afford it. So we would always speak about, getting them in for a consultation with a colourist, and talk about what can they maintain financially, what can they, do they need to have it blowed red, can they come in and have professional colour, and upselling it sort of that way if you think it will benefit.
Brilliant. So really, there is no limitations. It's just really about how you engage the client and how you let the client know what they can benefit from, rather from what they can't benefit from.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
And I'm just working in sort of inch square sections, so quite small sections really, and then just taking it all away from the face. I'm going in the same direction, leaving the ends out.
Can I ask, what did you do to stop, because the lilac is quite pungent. How did you stop that from smudging through?
When rinsing, to be honest, when rinsing, just rinse with lukewarm or cool water, and it tends to, it doesn't, the colours don't tend to merge anyway. They're really quite good like that. You don't have to worry too much.
Because someone's going to ask that question, right?
How do you get it not to run? Always.
How do you get that not to happen?
Yeah, so no, the colour's looking incredible. But Lacey just pulls off any colour. To be fair, Lacey's been through the whole entire colour palette with me since she was, I think, 10.
Oh, wow.
She's been coming to me for a haircut, and then when she got to 16, she started having it coloured, and she's never turned back since.
So, based on your career to date, as a young hairdresser that's probably been in the industry 3 or 4 years, how would you guide them to get to a position that you're in?
I think competitions are really good. I think making sure you're in the right salon for you as well, the salon that can support you in that. I think we, as Wella professionals, we have a couple of teams. We have the Generation Now team and the Cult team, so to try and apply for things like that, to compete in Trendvision and other industry competitions, get your name out there, do lots of photographic work. I understand it's expensive, but when I first started out, for example today, I'm not using a professional model today and things like that. You've got to, just get your name out there and create a good sort of social media following as well, and because that's important now, isn't it?
Okay, cool. Okay, we're coming to the home run now, and I can see you're working the magic with that wand. What have we got left to do on the top? Are we going to still do the same section?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just working my way through.
I'm going to stop talking so you can whiz through, because I'm holding because I can talk for Britain, me.
No, you're fine. So we've seen a lot on runways, sort of more pastels and a bit more playful colour when it comes to not just styling, but within the model's hair as well, which is lovely to see colour.
So have you got any shows coming up?
Yeah, we have quite this. I'm judging next week Trendvision Award. That's
fantastic. It's always a
very
good night,
exciting. It's one of the best nights.
Okay. Amazing. So we're just coming to the top now. We're going to be ready to style out. Not that I'm rushing you, but hey.
Yeah.
Way to go. It's amazing. You can be talking away that time. that time just keeps ticking over. But you're on track. We're good.
I'm coming.
And it absolutely is looking amazing. Fantastic. Okay, let's get you up, Lacey.
Stand up for me. Stand up, sweetheart.
I'll take that for you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Okay. So if you just want to finish off and tell us how your
Okay, so I'm just applying a bit of Eye-Me, Dry-Me just to give it a really soft, airy texture.
Okay, Nikki.
Lovely. There
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very
Hope
much.
You like
this
it.
is Nikki Clifford, and thank you, Nikki, for joining us on the Fellowship Style Stage. Your look is absolutely amazing. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.